Hello friends, welcome to this video on case, and on this case is on discussion about investment alternatives. We have different investment alternatives and our job is to find out which option would be better, which option we can suggest to the client. So let us discuss this case. In this case, it is given Mr. Shriman, who is 60 years old and currently he is retiring from his job. He wishes to get regular income for himself as he is now retiring. So now he will not be having any regular income, but he wants to create a regular source of income and is considering an investment option with finance company. Now the company is ready to pay, and he also wants to select the option which can give him the equal amount of cash flow every year as long as he lives. And as per the research made by the Human Science, it is expected that he will be living for next 15 years. So rather than considering perpetual annuity, we consider the life of Mr. Shriman is now 15 years more. So whatever calculation we are going to do, we will do calculation that he is going to live for 15 years. So based on this information, we have three different investment options, and we need to give him advice which is investment option is better. Option 1, if finance company uses the interest rate 6% for calculation, like say for example, we are the portfolio manager or we are the financial consultant of Mr. Shriman, and Mr. Shriman is having choice of making investment which can give him the regular income with the finance company, and the finance company is now declared that the company will be giving interest 6% every year. So that means if he is depositing certain amount with investment company, that is Mr. Shriman is depositing some money with finance company, a finance company will pay 6% interest every year, and the company also pays 1 lakh rupees per year. So to get this 1 lakh rupees for next 15 years, how much Mr. Shriman should deposit today? There is option number 1. That is what we have to give advice. Like Mr. Shriman have to deposit certain amount of money. The company will earn 6% and company will pay 1 lakh rupees. Whatever amount save, next year again company will earn 6% and will pay 1 lakh rupees to Mr. Shriman. So our job is to find out how much money Mr. Shriman has to deposit right now. So this is option 1. In option 2, if company is going to pay 10% interest other than 6%, what should be the investment purchase price? How much Mr. Shriman should deposit? And option number 3, if Mr. Shriman is having 9 lakh rupees right now, and if Mr. Shriman is depositing 9 lakh rupees with investment company, and if investment company is giving 7% interest, what would be the income Mr. Shriman can generate? And if investment company gives 10% interest, what would be the income which Mr. Shriman can generate? So out of these 4 options, which option is more beneficial for Mr. Shriman? That is what we have to give him the advice. Now the calculation will be shown as follow. We can first do calculation of option 1. The option 1 is investment company is going to pay 1 lakh rupees every year. So this is called annuity which Mr. Shriman will receive, which is 1 lakh rupees. Rate of interest is given, which we assume is 6%, and number of years which Mr. Shriman is expected to live is 15 years. So based on this information, as we can say that this is the value, all this value which is given is actually the future term Mr. Shriman is going to receive. We need to find out what all this future income stream today, how much we can consider that Mr. Shriman is, rather than accepting all 1 lakh rupees for 15 years, what is the net worth, at what price, or what should be the value of option 1? That is what we need to find out. So we can apply present value annuity formula, which is present value equals to annuity, which is equal amount 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus rate of interest power n and whole divided by rate of interest. So this is the formula of present value annuity, and we have all the figures where now we can apply. So the present value will be 1 lakh, and we can apply present value annuity factor at 6% and 10 years. So by looking into this present value annuity factor, which is 10% and 6% and 10 years combination, so we can look into this future value table and the value of this present value annuity table this is present value annuity table, which is 6% and 15 years combination is 9.7122, which is we will 9.7122. So the income which Mr. Shriman is getting, the present value of this income stream which Mr. Shriman is getting is 9,71,220. So this is what the value of option number 1. This is the value of option 1. Now we will do the calculation for option number 2, where we have to assume that rather than 6%, now if company is going to give 10% rate of interest, so this is a small change. What we can do is, instead of 6%, we can assume if it is 10%, so we'll find out the combination of 10% and 15 years combination. 10% and 15 years combination is 7.6061. It is 7.6061. So the present value comes to is 7,60,610. So what we can say is, if company is giving 10% rate of interest, the purchase price is 7,60,000, or you can say the present value of income stream which Mr. Shriman is going to receive for next 15 years, and in today term the value is 7,60,000. For option 1 it is 7,20,000. Now we calculate if option 3 is, if Mr. Shriman is having 9 lakh rupees, and if Mr. Shriman is depositing this 9 lakh rupees with investment company, then how much fund monthly he can get. how much monthly income he can receive from by depositing this with the investment company, how much monthly income he can generate. So now in this question our job is to find out annuity, how much he will receive. So annuity is a question mark. Rate of interest, first we have to assume it is 7%, number of years are 15, and present value which Mr. Shriman is depositing is 9 lakh. So the same formula, but instead of present value we will write 9 lakh, and over here annuity which we are going to find out, and will apply, which is instead of 10% we look into the 7% in 10 years table, and annuity is question mark, we need to find out. So let us look at into 7% in 10 years combination is 9.1079. so over here it is annuity multiplied by 9.701079. So by replacing this, annuity will be, A will be annuity will be 9 lakh divided by 9.1079. So Mr. Shriman, if he is having 9 lakh rupees, and if Mr. Shriman is depositing with this investment company which gives 7%, he can generate 98,815 rupees per year. So if he is having 9 lakh, if he deposit with investment company would pay 98,815. So this is not the good option because he can get 1 lakh rupees every year, and this present value is 9,71,000. This is option number 3. And now in option number 4 the same calculation will continue, but instead of 7%, now we assume, suppose rate of interest is 10%. So at 10% rate of interest, the present value which we have already calculated is this. Our job is to find out annuity. So we use present value annuity table, 10% and 10 years factor, and in place of annuity we'll write A, and present value factor is 7.6061. So annuity, to get the annuity, we divide this factor which is 7.6061 with 9 lakh, and every year Mr. Shriman can generate 1,18,326 rupees if Mr. Shriman is having 9 lakh, and if Mr. Shriman deposit with investment company and investment company is giving 10% rate of interest, he can generate the income of 9 lakh rupees. He can generate yearly income of 1,18,326 rupees. So this is what the case of different investment alternatives available, and out of all these 4 different investment alternatives, alternative number 4 is desirable because this can be selected because by depositing 9 lakh he can get every year, Mr. Shriman can generate every year income of 1,18,000, which is more as compared to option 1, 2 and 3, because in option 1 and 2 your monthly income will be 1 lakh and 1 lakh. In option 3 your monthly income can be 98,815, and in option number 4 you can get monthly income of 1,18,326. So as a part of retirement benefit, or to get the monthly income even after retirement, Mr. Shriman can go for option number 4, where if he is having 9 lakh rupees and if deposit at 10% interest, he can generate a cash flow which is more, which is 1,18,326 rupees. So thank you very much for the listening. If you like this video, you can share with your friends, and for more details you can visit the blogspot. Thank you very much.